This could mean a loss of jobs for members of the East Haven Police Department, all the way up to including Chief Leonard Gallo. Although it must be noted, today's findings are from an investigation of civil rights violations. Nothing criminal was talked about today, although a criminal investigation is ongoing. 23 pages handed out today for violations. Federal officials spoke at a press conference using a terse tone.
The residents of East Haven should not have to choose between effective crime fighting and constitutional policing.
That's how the news briefing began this afternoon. U.S. attorneys laying out the findings from their thorough investigation that has discovered a mountain of evidence suggesting racial profiling of Latinos in East Haven.
Targeting Latinos for discriminatory traffic enforcement, treating Latino drivers more harshly than non-Latinos after traffic stops, intentionally and woefully failing to design and implement internal systems of control that would identify, track, and prevent such misconduct.
Now the plan will be to have the federal government monitor the East Haven Police Department as it undergoes what federal officials say is a necessary rehabilitation.
Discrimination and institutionalized indifference remain deeply rooted in the culture of the police department. Constitutional policing and public confidence are essential to effective crime fighting.
Federal officials are hopeful of a collaborative effort with the city and its police department.
We believe the community's voice in this process is critical, and we look forward to engaging with many people who rely and depend on the East Haven Police Department.
Now, the hope is for a smooth, long-term collaborative effort of reform, but there is a federal backup plan if things do not go smoothly, and that is to have a judge force the East Haven Police Department to conform or be held in contempt. At News 8 Control, I'm Mark Robbins.
All right, Mark, thank you. East Haven's former mayor, who put the police chief on administrative leave during that investigation, is among those reacting to that federal report tonight.
The current mayor, who put the chief back on the job, is also responding. With that part of our coverage, we go live to News 8's Jamie Muro in East Haven.
Well, Keith and Ann, remember that this was a very hot-button topic during the campaign season, the fact that Gallo was placed on administrative leave by former Mayor April Capone. Well, today, speaking with the current mayor, he says, look, we need to delve into this report first. The report doesn't really reveal any facts, just makes declarative statements. But April Capone told me today she knew about many of the details of this report, but wasn't allowed to say anything. Now she fears that this is going to cost the town of East Haven millions of dollars in future lawsuits. With the DOJ report, should Gallo have been reinstated?
It has nothing to do with Chief Gallo. These are still only innuendos. Chief Gallo's been off the job, as you know, for a year and a half. A lot of this happened while he was on paid administrative leave. This has nothing to do with the chief. So again, there's no facts involved in this. There's no one saying who the officers were, who the plaintiffs are, when this happened, what time of day it happened, what the results of these investigations were. None of that. All they still are is accusations.
We knew this was coming, and the best thing that you can do, after that bell has been rung, is try to keep a hold and try to mitigate what could be, again, multi-million dollars.
Now, April Capone said today if she felt vindicated by the fact of this report coming out, she said no, she just feels sad for the people of East Haven because she believes that this storm is just brewing. There's going to be more bad news ahead when we learn of details of this criminal investigation currently going on. You may also remember the Reverend James Manship. He's the New Haven priest that shot video of East Haven officers a few years ago in an East Haven grocer. He believes that Latinos were being harassed by police. We spoke with him today at length, and he says he's thankful that his suspicions are finally supported by the federal government. We're live in East Haven tonight. Jamie Muro, News 8.